Many beginners build a circuit on a breadboard, but it does not work. Most of the time, the problem is the breadboard connection. In this video, I will show you 5 common breadboard mistakes and how to fix them. As you can see, I placed both legs of this LED in the same horizontal row. Inside a breadboard, all the holes in one row are internally connected with metal strips. That means both legs of this LED are electrically connected together. So instead of forming a circuit, we are actually shorting the LED. This is wrong. The correct way is to place each leg of the LED in different rows. So now current can flow properly from one side to the other. And now if we connect the power supply here, the LED will light up. Okay, now this is the second problem. You are looking that the LED is placed correctly, but many beginners think that the row on the left and the row on the right are connected, but they are not. This middle gap separates the two sides of the breadboard. So now if we place the power supply to the accurate row, but it's not working because there is a gap between these two side rows. So we must need to put the wires on the correct place, like this way. Now we will see another mistake. Here I have connected power to the top red and blue rails, but now I am taking power from the bottom power rail, expecting it to work, but it's not working. These top and bottom rails are separate, they are not internally connected. If we want both rails powered, we must connect them manually using jumper wires. And now the both power rails are connected together, so the LED is now taking power from the bottom rails. In many breadboards, even the power rail itself is splitted in the middle. Look here, if I connect the power on this side and try to use power on the other side without bridging the gap, it will not work. To solve this, simply connect the both sides using a jumper wire. Look, now it's working. Sometimes everything looks correct, but the circuit still does not work. This can happen because breadboards use a small spring clip inside. If a wire is not fully inserted, the connection becomes unstable. Always press components and jumper wires firmly into the board. So if your circuit is not working, always check this basic breadboard mistake before changing your code or blaming the components. Understanding how a breadboard works internally will save you a lot of frustration. If this helped you, subscribe for more beginner friendly electronics tutorials. Thanks for watching this video.